Welcome back everyone to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. We got some more CinemaCon coverage coming at you. Paramount just had their presentation, and let me just tell you, I think that their presentation is not going to be beaten. I mean, Disney has theirs later today, which I will be covering tomorrow. But Paramount, they brought out a lot of news for us at home. Sure, they got to see some footage there, but we got a lot of news to talk about. First up, make sure to leave a like though. First up, we got a live action R-rated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie is in the works, and this is going to focus on the last Ronin comic. If you don't know that comic, I only know it briefly. It's where one of the Ninja Turtles is alive and the other ones are dead, and he wants to get revenge going against Shredder and all that. And it's a pure R-rated comic. So hearing that they're gonna do justice with an R-rated movie sounds absolutely insane. I'm so hyped for this. I love that Paramount is going all in on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because they got the animated one from last year, which I thought was really good, and they got this one, an R-rated one. Sounds absolutely insane, live action. So I wonder if they're gonna do it with the Michael Bay Turtles, because that would be interesting, But I'm very excited to see that storyline come to life in a movie. That really does sound interesting. Probably not going to come out for like 2 or 3 years, but I'm still very excited. Then they announced a new scary movie is in the works. I personally have not seen any of the scary movies. I know they have a big fandom around them, and I know like when did the last one come out? Like so long ago. I swear it came out so long ago when I was still a kid. All these movies came out when I was a kid, but a new one is officially in the works. So if you want to see that, probably going to come out in the next year or two. So if you're looking forward to that, it's coming out. So, and then we got the first logo for Transformers 1. The logo looks pretty cool. They got to see some footage there, and they said that it looks really good. The animation, 3D animation looks great. Says that it's about Optimus Prime and Megatron learning how to transform and their friends on the battlefield, and then like all hell ensues and all that. But they're saying that it looks pretty good. The logo does look pretty cool, so I can't wait. Then we got some great news. Damien Chazelle is set to direct a new film set in a prison. We all thought he was in director's jail, but he's not. He's just making a new film in a prison. Is this going to be a musical? I have no idea. Hopefully it is, because I love when he makes musicals. But I'm so happy that he gets to direct again. Hopefully it's low budget, because his last movie, Babylon, was really high budget and didn't make any money. But I'm very excited to see what he's working on. Edgar Wright's adaptation of Stephen King's The Running Man is officially moving forward at Paramount. Glenn Powell has been cast in the lead role. I know nothing about The Running Man. I'm a huge Stephen King fan, though. I've read a couple of his books, have a couple that I still need to read. I've heard The Running Man, and it's actually a pretty good book. I've actually heard it's pretty short too, so this actually works very well as a movie, a shorter book rather than a longer book, and cutting out all the good stuff like some people do with his adaptations. Glenn Powell being the lead, it's his world. We're just living in it, because he has Hitman coming out this year. He got Twisters, and then he has this coming out either next year or 2026. And Edgar Wright directing, that is actually really cool. Edgar Wright is a fantastic director. Last Night in Soho wasn't a great film, but it really wasn't terrible. It was just really in the middle, kind of disappointing from him. So hopefully this can do well, because it is from a book, so he doesn't have to like write anything really original for it. And Glenn Powell, though, man's getting all the roles. I can't be mad about it though. Then you have a Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover movie officially happening, because you remember Transformers Rise of the Beast, they teased it in the end credit scene, and we didn't know if it was officially going to happen, because Transformers Rise of the Beast didn't do that great at the box office. I mean, it did it did decently. I kind of forget what it made. But I wasn't expecting them to go full in on this, because G.I. Joe has never really been that popular. I mean, they had the two G.I. Joe movies. I forget how well those did. Then they had the Snake Eyes movie, which was utterly terrible. I hated that movie. So just thinking of a Transformers G.I. Joe crossover, it's probably going to be really stupid unless they get someone who's very hands-on and cares about this franchise a lot. Transformers Rise of the Beast, it was decent. It's just they make it so gray, and just all the visuals are just toned out. Like Michael Bay's Transformers, I mean, it was not the greatest movie, but the visuals were insane. So yeah, I mean, I'm not that excited for it, because I don't care about GI Joe. But if you're a big, I know there's a lot of G.I. Joe and Transformers fans that love that crossover. Then you're going to have a new Star Trek film that takes place decades before the 2009 film is officially in development. Toby Haynes and Seth Grahame-Smith will write and direct, and J.J. Abrams produces through Bad Robot. So Transformers is officially coming back, but not with the cast that we thought. We thought it was going to be a sequel with the same cast, but this is a film that takes place decades before the 2009 film. I don't know how to feel. I wish it was a sequel with the same cast. I mean, I'll just wait until the trailer comes out or more casting comes out, see who's in it. But yeah, that's a new Star Trek film officially in the works. Paramount is, still making that franchise. And a franchise that we all thought was done, but it's not, is Smurfs. There's gonna be a new Smurfs movie with Dan Levy, Sandra Oh, Billy Lord, Kurt Russell, James Corden, Nick Offerman, John Goodman, Zolo, and there's many more people going to be in this movie. It's going to be a full-on Smurfs movie that no one asked for. I don't know why. Why are we getting a new Smurfs movie? The other ones weren't great, and I thought we left that franchise in the past, but I guess Paramount wants to come at it with again with another stacked cast. That's a very stacked cast, but will the movie be any good? I don't think so. And we have news about the Avatar: The Last Airbender movie, the adult Aang one called Aang: The Last Airbender. I think that's what it's called. And Eric Nam has been cast as adult Aang as the voice because this is an animated movie. I don't know anything about Eric Nam or what he's been in, so hopefully he does good in this. And then we had news that Dave Bautista is going to voice the villain, which I'm really excited for. Dave Bautista can probably do some great voice work, and he can play a villain. I've seen him play villains. I think he's pretty good at it, so I cannot wait for this. This is going to be really great. The official creators from Avatar are working on it. Can't wait to see what they do with that. And then probably my favorite news. It's not even new movie news, but Christopher Nolan's Interstellar is officially going to be released in theaters for its 10-year anniversary in IMAX and 70 millimeter IMAX screens. I've been waiting for this for so long because, they've been doing fake re-releases of this movie, but they put it in the smallest theater possible. I'm not going to that. I am only seeing this if it's re-released in IMAX, because when this was first released, I wasn't really old enough to care about films. I was like 14 when it first released in IMAX, and I didn't really know about it. But then I watched it a couple years later. I was like, this is the movie. This is the movie. My second favorite movie of all time. I cannot wait to see this re-release on IMAX later this year. It's going to be an emotional experience, but I'm so excited. If you haven't seen it, just wait until it re-releases and see in IMAX. It'll be a life-changing experience for you. Then we have the official logo for the new SpongeBob movie, SpongeBob Search for SquarePants. It's releasing in theaters 2025. I don't really care. SpongeBob, there was that one great animated SpongeBob movie, and then all the rest are weird. And then they had that one, what was that one SpongeBob movie? Sponge Out of Water? Was that what it's called? They had that. No, that was a different one. They had one this year get leaked. Like the whole movie got leaked online. It's a weird process. But this is a new SpongeBob movie, so if your kids want to watch SpongeBob, new movie, 2025. Then they talked about Sonic 3 for a little bit. Sadly, though, we didn't get any big news about that. No Shadow casting announcement, which kind of sucks. But they saw a first teaser, which revealed Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles facing off against Shadow, as well as Sonic and Shadow fighting in the sky on Shadow's motorbike. I'm very excited for this movie, seeing Shadow coming back, but no voice yet. It's probably going to be announced in the teaser, probably in a couple months. Then they talked about Smile 2 for a little bit, which is coming out October 18th this year. I'm actually really excited for Smile 2 because Smile 1 was a big surprise for me. I thought it was pretty good, and they had that awesome marketing campaign around, all the baseball fields and all that, football fields and all that. And Smile 2 follows a pop star and how the curse spreads amongst her fans. That's crazy. That's crazy to think about how it's gonna. She's gonna probably do it on stage when she's singing. Everyone's gonna have it, spread to them. That's gonna be kind of insane to think about. The only thing I'm worried about this one, I want to know the origin kind of this and how they can kill it. In the first one, they didn't really do that. It's like I didn't really like the ending. I really wanted to know where the smile curse came from and how to get rid of it. That's what I would really like. But the first one just kind of left an open ending. Hopefully Smile 2 can do something with that, or they're just going to make it so it's a different person every time. I mean, I think it has some pretty good scares, so I can't really complain that much, and I will, of course, be watching this. And then the last thing that Paramount did talk about today was Gladiator 2, and they saw a first official teaser there at CinemaCon. We're probably not too far away from getting an official teaser, probably this summer. They're probably going to release that trailer because that movie is coming out this fall. It's kind of funny, though. They haven't released an official still from that movie. So anytime anyone wants to talk about it, they just bring up the first Gladiator, images. Why don't we have official still from that? They could have at least revealed a still of it. But they said that footage reveals Paul Mescal's journey to becoming a gladiator, including facing off against a rhino. Pedro Pascal and Paul Mescal then face off, both very bloodied. This sounds pretty cool. Paul Mescal is a very great actor, and Pedro Pascal is, of course, a great actor. We all know it from The Last of Us. I cannot wait for Gladiator 2. Hopefully it's great. With Ridley Scott, though, you never know. But that's it for Paramount's panel. They had a great panel. A lot of great news come out. Let me know down in the comments, what are you most excited to come out from Paramount? I'm definitely most excited for that new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, Transformers 1, and probably Gladiator 2. Those are the ones I'm most excited for. If you did enjoy this video, though, make sure to leave a like. Come back tomorrow for the Disney panel. I will be covering that in another video. But yeah, make sure you subscribe. We're on the road to 700 subscribers. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.